So, if you didn't know, I'm colourblind, and no, just turn that shit off. I don't see everything like that. Well, there is something I actually do need to clean up before I actually talk about this, and that's the fact I do not see in black and white. Don't ask me if I do, because I just said this, and if you do, I'm just gonna block you straight up, because I'm sick of people asking. See, life to me isn't shown to me like an emo teenager's Instagram. I can actually see colour, and I do see it quite well. However, I actually suffer from protanopia. Protanopia is actually quite a common form of colourblindness, and it affects many people. However, personally, it prevents me from distinguishing shades of black and red, brown and green, yellow and green, and then purple and blue from each other. If you held up a blue slate and a purple slate, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you which is which. You see, the thing is, I didn't actually realise I was colourblind for many years. I just thought these colours were weirdly similar, and that they're not actually. It turns out most people with normal vision can actually distinguish the difference. You see, you'd think this makes life really hard for me as an artist. In reality, it doesn't. Though I do remember when I was a kid, I was just so confused why everyone would be laughing at my bright purple ocean, my yellow grass and the bright red tree. See, it was pretty embarrassing. However, I do actually have a little story about me finding out about my condition. You see, I would have been around 8 years old. Only a small little .exe file, and I had a teacher. Let's call her Miss Bitchface. That's a suitable name, you'll find out why. Miss Bitchface actually set us a task for once. She was actually being useful. And her task was to colour in a legend. No, not me. Colouring an actual legend corresponding to a map. You know, one of those colour-coded things you get to see where certain things are. And I actually finished my map. I finished my legend. I was like, yeah. This kicks ass, I'm so proud, I'm the best. Oh, I'm not gonna have depression when I'm older, our life is perfect. And, well, I was wrong. I am depressed. No, not that. I actually handed in my sheet, and she didn't say anything. She just looked me dead in the eyes for a few seconds and said, no recess. You have detention. I fucking cried. I was bawling that shit. I never had a detention before, and I was just so confused why I actually was getting one. Bearing in mind, this wasn't Bitchface's first crime. She was actually quite evil, cold, and really actually quite dead inside. Actually kind of like a snake. She would send out people for goddamn breathing. You see, I came home to my parents explaining what had happened, and I was like, yeah, Mum, what happened? What's wrong? And I was explained that I'm colourblind. It's actually something that runs in the family. And you see, you should have seen little Doomsday's little proud face when his mum went up to the school and had a nice chat with Mrs. Bitchface about, well, being a bitch. You see, that's enough Torah story time for now, but colourblindness can actually still be a problem for me in present day. You know, like that time where I thought I was painting yellow flames onto a medic in a stream with about 30 people watching, and then someone turns around and says they're bright fucking green. Or that time where I bought an antifreeze unusual and thinking it was yellow. Or you know that time where I had a skull tie and I grew up for years thinking it was bright blue. It was purple. You see, it actually can still be a problem. And in SFM personally, I do struggle to match up light colours. Say if you've got a light that's bright green, I sometimes accidentally do it bright yellow because to me, I don't see a difference. They look exactly the same. I can't see what's wrong. See, the thing is, if you actually do spot a colour mistake in my SFM, don't be scared to tell me. Don't say, oh, he's probably realised he's just pranking me or something like that. Please just tell me. I'm not going to be offended. I'd rather someone actually tell me than just leave it till it's way too late. Please tell me if something is wrong with the colours, because I can't tell. That's the thing. You see, I actually do have a general rule of thumb, and it's quite stupid, it's quite simple. However, in the colour hue picker, I remember that blue is actually further away from red, and that as you get closer to it, purple. And then green is actually closer to blue, with the yellow being closer to the orange. It sounds really stupid because it's just so simple, but it does actually help me quite a lot. Although I do still rely on my friends to check, just in case. You see, it's actually not a massive impact on my life. You see, there are people that suffer from much worse conditions and much worse cases of colourblindness or trying to be an artist. So I'm not proclaiming that this is the worst thing that could happen to me, that my life is over everything sucks. I'm not claiming that. I'm just saying that this is a problem I suffer from, and if you suffer from it too, please just leave a comment and tell me. How do you adapt to this in life? How has this affected you? And if you want to learn more about colourblindness, just leave a comment and I'll explain what you want to know. If you want to raise money for colourblindness and vision impairment, I'll leave a few links in the description where you can learn more and actually donate to funds to actually figure out what's going on with our eyes. You see, I'm just glad I have eyesight, and I'm just really lucky to actually see. Thank you for watching, and good night.